Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tommy Campbell, and yes, I have great hair. Donald Trump's big plan for 2024 is to build an impenetrable dome to protect the USA from nuclear war, even though Trump only managed to build a small stretch of wall that Mexico did not pay for and remains easily defeated by a quick trip to Home Depot. Cut it, climb it, slip on through, or just wait for drizzle and wind to take it down. If we're talking Trump and impenetrable domes, I think most women on Earth would benefit from one when grabby dawns nearby. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Trump says he's a builder, but he hasn't laid a brick or a willing woman in his life.
Under the advice of my counsel and for all of the above reasons, I respectfully decline to answer the questions under the rights and privileges afforded to every citizen under the United States Constitution.
The guy who famously said, "If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment?" He went on to say, same answer, taking the fifth over 400 times. It is pouring MAGA tears. I discussed the latest and stupid, including Donald Trump's ridiculous plan to build a dome, his wild call to Kerry Lake's rally that you do not want to miss, George Santos stepping down from committees. By popular demand, I have a hilarious new, genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book, and more. The guy who uses a key all day but never opens a door tweeted,
Episode 3 of Triggered is up on Rumble, okay? If you missed it live, check it out and let me know your thoughts, okay? It's fire.
Naturally, I replied, I agree. It's fire, a dumpster fire. It's clear that you prep for this by doing a faceplant into a pile of powder, then scroll through Ivanka pics on your iPhone while listening to Michael Flynn clips so you know just the level of crazy to start at. A brutally honest Donald Trump called into Kerry Lake's rally, and I have that exclusive clip here.
Yeah, we have the president on the phone. President Trump, you're not going to believe this crowd. Everyone in Arizona cares about election integrity. Tell them hello.
Well, hello, everybody. It sounds like a big lead dumpster fire. Look around, not a lot of teeth. Kerry is fantastic, but it's a shame, such a shame. She can't have a filter in real life. On the TV, she's okay, but in person, she's like a wall hamburger. Not good. But I am truly impressed with her grifting skills and the patriotic way she is against democracy. Keep dating in your family tree. Believe me, if I could do it, I would. You will have generations of people for us to scam. I love Ivanka. Eric's here to change my diaper now. Show him you care.
Thank you, Diaper John. We love you so much. Take care.
If you take a look right now, the nuclear word is being mentioned all the time. This is a word that you're not allowed to use. It was never used during the Trump administration, but now other countries are using that word against us because they have no respect for our leadership.
This is the guy who used the term nuclear so much that he suggested the army tried to nuke a hurricane.
World War III would be a catastrophe unlike any other. This would make World War I and World War II like very small battles. The best way to ensure that such a conflict never happens is to be prepared with unmatched technology and unrivaled strength. To this end, when I'm Commander-in-Chief, to build a state-of-the-art next-generation missile defense shield. Just as Israel is now protected by the Iron Dome, a dream once thought impossible, America must have an impenetrable dome to protect our people.
The United States is approximately 9.8 million square kilometers, whereas Israel is approximately 22,000 square kilometers, making Israel 0.22% the size of the United States. The U.S. is 44,726% larger than Israel. And I can't even do this. I'm going to run out of space on the screen for the zeros it would cost to cover a place nearly 45,000% larger when each battery system costs $50 million and it takes 15 to cover Israel, and you still have to load it up with missiles at $100,000 to $150,000 per interception. Now, I know his people are very excited about an Iron Dome, but it's not a physical dome. It's an all-weather defense system designed to intercept and destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells fired from distances of 4 kilometers to 70 kilometers away. That's 43 miles. And it's not designed to deal with long-range, high-altitude missiles or bombs. If the dome somehow intercepted a nuke at the altitude covered by the Iron Dome system, it would be as catastrophic as if it hit the ground. But I guess we can look forward to shrinking crowds of people chanting, "Build the dome" from here on, and Trump talking about how he plans to put a lid on the country like a giant football stadium and how he'll probably sell lots of ad space on the top. This is a guy who protests wind turbines, who says they are a cancer-causing eyesore, yet he's hyping missile defense systems at every crosswalk? Okay, we know he's going full steam with this. Give me your best names for Trump's Iron Dome. I have Irony Dome, Iron Dumbo, Cheeto Shield, and Diaper Dome. Give me your best. Let me know in the comments. George Santos announced he would recuse himself from committees temporarily until things get settled. I do hope that when he's stepping down, Boy George is careful in the heels he pretended not to wear. Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy said he met with Santos, who voluntarily removed himself from committees as he goes through this process, and that Santos spots will be filled temporarily until Santos has his name cleared. Which name? Anthony DeVolder, Kitara, George Santos Goldbergstein, Untalented Mr. Ripley, Anthony Defrauder, Evil Forrest Gump, Kaiser Sose's slow cousin. Where do you even start with the double knee surgery dog rescue scammer who has spent the last 2 weeks trying to bribe reporters with donuts and chicken? Like, as much as I dig the treats he set out, I would be reluctant to take a crumb from this pathological liar. Those few brave reporters are out there wondering if they got the donut he licked or stuck his knob in. And the odds are, he knobbed them all. I don't know what's safer, Lauren Boebert's sliders or a suspiciously glazed Santos donut. Remember this guy who sat at Nancy Pelosi's desk with a taser and then left her a not-so-nice note? Well, Richard Barnett was convicted on all 8 of the charges he faced, including interfering with a police officer, obstructing an official proceeding, and remaining in a restricted building with a dangerous weapon. He is scheduled to be sentenced in May. Richard drove all the way to D.C. from Arkansas and claims he didn't understand that Congress was certifying President Biden's election victory, says he got pushed into the building and ended up in Pelosi's office because he was looking for a bathroom.
Questions?
Brian, do you feel like you got a fair trial? And why or why not?
Absolutely not. I think the venue should have been changed. A little louder. This is not a jury of my peers. I don't agree with the decision.
Body cam footage shows him shouting at police, entering the building, and other footage shows him boasting about defacing her office. But hey, his website has a picture of him with a small dog, so he's a super good guy. Oh, and his website also complains about Black Lives Matter, the Russia hoax, 9/11, big tech, socialism equaling slavery, and how his photo at Pelosi's desk is the face of the new anti-federalist movement. You can buy a dog. You can adopt, not shop. But if you're a crazy bug-eyed bearded creep, you'll still be a crazy bug-eyed bearded creep, but you'll also have a dog. Now, you're not the face of the new anti-federalist movement like you think you are. You are the face of effed around and found out. For those new to the show, I'm glad you found me. Thank you. For several months, I've been reading a genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book. I do this once a week, and it's been pretty wild. In this section, we are at her place of work, about to search for an intentionally missing hamster. Let's get back to it.
Hands were up, my piece was out, and it was all pretty wild until the tension was broken by a loud beep, beep, beep. I was sure it was Jason with the Wise ankle monitor reminding him he's too close to the teens again this week, or that it's time to charge his battery. But he was not around. In fact, in that moment, I realized I had not seen my cowboy hat meal ticket in a while, and he's usually pumped about this since this is Mountain Dew's biggest day of the year. Only second to our 4th of July thing with the duct tape and the Roman candle. I do love drinking at the beach. The last time Jason disappeared at Lady Buns, he told me to not ask questions and that he needed his me time, so I stayed in my lane. Just then, DJ Johnny D held up his pager, showing us where the beeps were coming from. It turns out his friend was popping by for a delivery, and he explained that his courier bud spoke the same language as Mr. Fong, so I just had to keep things cool until the two could have a little chit-chat. Soon, Johnny D's friend arrived, pulled Mr. Fong aside, and they were quickly shouting in not American or just making up crazy sounds to trick us. Some things work in every language though, because he kept on shouting bang, bang, which is something that Jason does when we're on our own. He points at me and says, bang, bang. Mr. Fong did not get that we were not actually hunting Mountain Dew. We were just going to search for the hamster. I dropped out of high school and I understood this, but I did get the bonus education from those tired truckers at the Roadhouse parking lot. One used to call me Cabbage Pants. So much to tell. When Mr. Fong saw my Glock, he thought it meant he got to sling Mountain Dew while I tried to cap him. Well, this wildcat is no stranger to skeet shooting, but even I recommend doing it with clay discs, not pet hamsters. Mr. Fong stamped his feet and crossed his arms, and I holstered my weapon while Craig bought him a top-shelf whiskey to soften the blow. But part of me was worried, and I knew if I was going to make sure things were safe, I had to clean the lenses on my just-for-show glasses and get my old corncob face hole ready for anything. It was like a fairy tale.
If you've enjoyed this genuine page from Low Rent Booze Burp's latest book, let me know in the comments, and I'll see about reading another page next week. Thank you. I genuinely had to double check that this was not from a parody account. This tweet is only 5 days old. This man is next level crazy, caught in lie after lie, and still trying to paint the media as the villain. Don't eat the donuts. On air with the soy bozo. MAGA tears. Carrie Lake had evidence and witnesses that Arizona was stolen by Hobbs. Arizonians are not that stupid to vote for a woman that didn't debate. Globalists have hijacked our court systems. And yes, 2020 was stolen by electronic voting machines. MAGA tears. Trump 2024 for his third win. MAGA tears. Lindell surrendered his life to Jesus Christ, the one true God. These are good things, people. MAGA tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media and following me on mine. It costs you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. So if you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or smash that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries and have toured with Jim Jefferies for several years. I have 3 albums. You can stream them on Spotify, Apple Music, or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for watching. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.